Welcome to the last day of May 31st, 2022. Woo! Where can it go? Man, 5 months, 30 year. June's tomorrow. It's crazy. We're going to get here. Let me know where you're at. What's the weather like here? Now, I didn't realize this, but apparently today's been garbage out. I've been down here, so I haven't seen a whole lot. And so I haven't paid attention. So I get a little notification that said there's storms. There's massive storms that are going to start between 3 and 6, and that has not been the case yet. So it's sunny. It's sunny out. That's what they're saying. It's sunny. There are no streams. There's no streams. This is the stream. Tonight we are going to talk a little Siser Electric. We're going to press a couple designs. Ooh, let's see if we can make that pretty on the camera. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to press a couple of these. And then we've got one, we're going to cut one too, so that way you're able to see that too. See that as well. So we're going to cut one. Might is crap. God damn it. Oh, God. This is irritating me, folks. All right, so let's go audio, mic. Okay. Let's see how that is. If that's any better, if that's any worse.
It never got bad.
Well, they're telling me that it's garbage. They're telling me it's garbage. Terry is telling me that it's weak and it sounds like I'm underwater.
I hear you.
Renee is telling me that there's crap at 5:03. That's 5:03 p.m. So let me know if that is any better. Because from what I can hear, which is really weird because it's on the delay over there, then it's not. So let me try this. Oh, that did not work. You see that light? The light broke. Ooh, the light moved on me. So let's fix that. Maybe not. Whatever, guys. You know how this works. One of these times, we're gonna have a show without any hiccups. And you know, all I did for that mic adjustment, all I did was went in and turn it off and turn it back on internally. I don't know. So here in the States, we just had Memorial Day. Hopefully you remembered the service people that allowed us to do what we do. And I know you can hold 1 second, please. I'm going to mute this. So here it is. Here's what we got going on. So you know, it's been a crazy weekend. I burnt the hell out of my hand. I had the garage door that does not work right, so I replaced the garage door motor, the whole assembly on that. Left the garage door alone, but changed everything else out. Didn't quite work what needed. I needed to make an adjustment and get a different piece. So that was something that should have taken maybe an hour or two. It's taken like 4 hours. So that was garbage on Saturday. Sunday, I started to fix the mower, and because it wasn't cutting right, and realized that the pulley shaft or the spindle that the blades go on was jacked up. So I was going to order up a new one of those, and that wasn't going to be here until Friday. So I took it out and I filed it all down, and I made the shaft where it goes on to. I made it so it would fit, so everything was good there. But when I did that, I was trying to go through the rest of the stuff and realized that the reason that I was having issues with it hanging up was because the whole assembly needs rebuilt on it. So I had to order up a new one of those. I pulled it all off, and that'll be here Friday as well. But currently, I have the mower just sitting out front. Well, my neighbor's cutting my grass right now, and you can't just start the mower. There's a safety switch that you got to press too, because it thinks that the blade's engaged. There's no blades on it. There's no deck on it. And Corey just said, "Oh, our neighbor's mowing, and the mower's out front." So I said, "Go move it." But I had to explain to her how to do that. So. Yeah, that was fun. That's fun. All right, let's check in. Darren. Hey, guys, hope your holiday weekend was better than mine. I know, Darren. What happened? What is going on, man? Ooh, Heartwind AFib. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good for you and your line of work and everything, Darren. Hopefully everything turns out well for you. What's up, Chuck? Good evening to you, too. Matt, hello to you. Right? Darren, holy crap. Hope you're feeling better soon. Audio sounds like we're good again. All right. Eric 70, that whole Celsius thing, that makes sense. You know, 100's boiling, 0's freezing. Everything else in between just doesn't matter, I don't think. But good to see that it is comfortable there. So much better. Thank you. I am cooking with gas. And that would be, is that propane or is that, because I think propane's now cheaper per gallon than what it is for, propane's way cheaper per gallon than what it is for regular gasoline. When in doubt, unplug it and plug it back in, right? That's what I say. It's nice and sunny locally. No rain today. Yeah, that is a good reason for no rain on it. Don't you just hate it when you have to work on stuff Yeah. On the plus side, we just had confirmation that our technician for our DTF printer will be here tomorrow. Confirmed, we will be here tomorrow. So we are crossing our fingers that we will be fully operational by Thursday, and then we can take this week to make sure to dial everything in and be back to full printing form Monday. So I'm super excited about that. She couldn't figure it out.
I didn't try. He was right there coming at me. So I'm like,
she couldn't figure it out, so she just pushed the mower out of the way. Good times. The golf cart was in the way, though, wasn't it? Did you have to move the golf cart too?
I pushed that back with my foot.
She had to move the golf cart and the mower. So hey, that was a good thing. Jen, hello to you. Jen had a great day too, from the sounds of it. And there is a sunny spot. What's even funnier is when I looked at that, the little. Okay, so I got a camera set up over here because we're going to be cutting vinyl, right?
I don't think you need it much.
Cutting vinyl, and so I had the camera so that way you could see it cut to see. It's cutting vinyl. It's nothing earth-shattering or anything with that. But I have it set up, and all I heard was a little crunch of some stuff. It was just because that fat dog Bruno decides to walk by and take the camera with him. So Corey's setting that up right now. But fun fact about 5 minutes before showtime, Corey's freaking out because there was a spider in here, and it was right in the camera's view. And so, it looked like that big on the screen. It was only like that big, but it was enough to freak her out. And so I had to go on spider duty. So I made her feel like she was safe. Man, that's what she keeps me. That's what she keeps. I did fling it towards her. I did. I said, "Watch out," and I just flung it over at her. I was hoping to run away, but it stayed with it, so I had to kill it. It was like, whatever, get out of here. Renee, you've got storm risk until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Temp is 87, but feels like, no, yeah, it is thick and hot and humid. I went out to the garage and moved some stuff up there because we got many moving parts right now, and it was hot and sticky. It was gross out there. YouTube won't let me comment, so I had to switch to Facebook. Why won't you comment? Is because you're not subscribed? Ooh, maybe that's it. Because I have found out that if you are not subscribed to the channel, then it's not letting you comment on the channel. So make sure that you are subscribed if you'd like to comment.
What does have to be set up?
I don't know. I got the stuff over there for you. I think it's 310, 315. We're gonna look. Adjusting my diet and lifestyles with my new diagnosis of diabetes. Well, Eric, also getting used to my meds. Eric caught it early, right? You're still young. We can still beat this. I put the blood pressure cuff on the other day, and what was it? 97 over.
It was 97.
What's it? What was it? 97 over 4? Or it was low. I don't know. I had to take it twice because I didn't believe it. It was low and normal, and I was pleasantly impressed with that. So I wanted to see what it was. What is this? This is Siser Electric. So let me look it up so I can. Do you have the form? Oh, look at that. So then I can look at it as well, because like I said, we're gonna do some of the electric by our cheat sheet here. Easyweed Electric. So Easyweed Extra, Easyweed Electric, and Easyweed Glow are all at the same application times. So 305 for 10 to 15 seconds. Peel carrier hot or cold. So that's what you got for Easyweed, Easyweed Extra, Easyweed Electric, and Easyweed Glow. As far as the instructions, you're going to cut and reverse, weed excess material. If you don't know this, now you do. Some people might not know that. You're going to preheat the garment 2 to 3 seconds. I rarely am a preheater. Are you a preheater? Are you a preheater? Let me know. Are you a preheater? I usually say what's on the by the time I have it on there, prepressor. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The other thing is laundering. This is a key thing. You got to wait those 24 hours before the first wash. Now, machine wash on cold with mild detergent. Do not bleach or dry clean dry on normal dryer settings. Now, yes, Stephanie is very correct here. You can get the app. The Electric is the bomb. I guess I should click on the right one. You can get the Siser app, and it has all that on here. I like printing this stuff out and having it on the handy dandy job ticket folder, so I can hang it up and then put that stuff right there. I'm apps and me. I'm always there, but I like to be able to I gotta be able to touch something. I'm just weird like that, I think. Let's see. Yes, preheat. Yes, preheat. Yes, yes, yes. Always a preheater. Always a preheater. Get the moisture out of it. Now, there are instructions for a home iron too. So if you want to use the home iron, you got to set the dial between cotton and linen. Cover design with craft paper or non-stick cover sheet. Place on flat, hard surface. An ironing board is not recommended. And then press iron with medium to firm pressure for 10 to 15 seconds. If area lifts application, cover and press for another 5 to 10 seconds, and then peel the carrier hot or cold. So see, you can use it with either or. Now you're going to get more of that consistent pressure and consistent heat throughout in one press when you use a heat press. But you are able to use that iron if you feel the desire to and not have a heat press. Something upcoming, we are going to go back into a storefront. We have worked a deal where we actually got a friend of ours who has a storefront, and they're so kind to say, hey, why don't we work together on this? And you can bring your stuff in here, and we will be able to sell it for you. So, hey, we are able to have equipment that we are able to sell. We're going to look at seeing maybe becoming the Siser dealer and bringing in some Siser products. But with some of our sublimation stuff, some of our blanks, all of that for our local customers, because we get asked. And so we said, yeah, we can do it. We've got a lot of our stuff online through Little Monkey's Craft Company. So now Little Monkey's Craft Company is going to get its own little spot in a store. And it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Because storefronts and me have not always played nice. And because I always felt I was tied to it and I had to get everything, you had to be there all the time. But take that factor out of it, and I don't have to be there and somebody else is going to run it. I kind of like that. I really, really kind of dig that. So look for that to be happening here. We're shooting for July 1st. Probably sooner than that, but I'm setting the time July 1st for that. July 1st is also Crafting to Cash when that's going to come online. What is Crafting to Cash, you ask? Hey, that's a lot of what we do. We have the business side of things, and I know a lot of people are interested in that. That's what we have the business group for. But sometimes some of the crafters feel, like they don't belong there. And they do, 100% do they, because we all started somewhere. But sometimes they're just in it for fun. And they just want to make some crafty stuff, and they just want to learn more about that. So Crafting to Cash, we're going to have that available. Let's just show all of our craft projects, all the little stuff that we do that doesn't make it to Tuesday with Todd, some more project-based items. We've got some yard signs that we're going to be doing, or the welcome signs, excuse me. I got corrected on that before, but those like 4 foot and 6 foot welcome signs. So we're going to walk you through the process, show you how to do it. And then after that, we're going to walk you through using our system, showing you, what we would charge for it, what we have into making it, all of that. So that'll be a weekly series that will just be videos dropping. There's no live with it. There'll just be videos dropping on there. We'll have a lot of great information, great content on that. This whole thing here from Fat Dad Custom Designs, that's going to switch over to Crafting with Cash. Then underneath that, you have the custom design part, which is our retail store for all of our printed goods. You got Little Monkey's Craft Company. That's your supply part for all of that, for your ready to press transfers. And then we have Fat Dad Wholesale for all your wholesale needs on printing. And then we have OSG for all of your business seeds. So I've got that's gonna be up here, and then we're gonna have the fingers come off of it. So I'm super excited that we're gonna be able to do that. Thread and preheat. I'm not a threader. I'm an upside downer. I'm not even an upside downer because that'd be threading. Just throw and go, throw and go, throw and go. That shirt looks rather roomy on you. It does feel a little roomy on me. It does. I'm losing. I've slowed down my weight loss, but then again, I haven't done anything. I haven't worked out. I haven't tried to eat better. I just cut some stuff out. So I could drop some more if we just got into it there. Other things, if you're in the Atlanta area at the end of next month, the end of June, I believe it's 21st through the 25th, we'll be down there. We have the skills competition, Skills USA, that we are judging. So yeah, we're going to be judges down at Skills USA in the sublimation part. So that's going to be the 22nd, 20th, coming in on the 21st. We're going to be judging on the 22nd and 23rd. and then we'll be there 24th. So we have a free day of Friday, and then we're coming back up on Saturday. So yeah, if you're in the Atlanta area, let me know what's something I should do. We're staying downtown, right across from the convention center, I believe so, right, Corey? I think Corey left me. Yeah, she's over there. Okay, she's over there. So we're staying at the convention. What are we staying at? You know, I don't know what we're staying at. Hyatt what? Hyatt Place.
No, Hyatt House.
Hyatt House. We're staying at a Hyatt. That's what we know. But doing the whole Fan Dam thing. First time putting the kids on a plane.
Hyatt House Atlanta downtown.
Hyatt House Atlanta. Now don't come stalk me, but if you do, hey, that's where I'll be.
Well, then
We'll bring in the whole fam. So we're taking the kids on their first plane trip. Super exciting and super scary for me. We will be flying out of Chicago. So we're flying out of Midway, aren't we?
No, I think we're going out of there.
Are we? I don't know. We're flying out of Chicago. I don't know where. This is a great thing about having a partner that loves doing that. They go through and finding all the information on things and scheduling that up. She really gets a kick out of scheduling trips. So that's what she did. So that's going to be awesome. We did it last year as the virtual one. And it was so awesome to see all of these kids, the next generation of these superstars, come along and show how to do stuff, show how to, how their sublimation product works. And what I thought maybe, I knew in one thing or in another, even I took some stuff away from it. The way that they presented themselves, the knowledge that they brought to it. Some gave more, and I'm like, man, that was amazing. I don't know if it could be topped. And then the next one brought even more to it. And with it being, it was a COVID one, so there wasn't a whole lot there. It was amazing to see how creative these kids got with it. And so I'm super excited to be a part of it. And, when we got asked, there was a judge that wasn't able to make it. And so I said, hey, if you need to, we can make the trip. So, hey, that's what we're doing. I cannot wait to hit up Atlanta and see how that is there. The Ringer tea? Yeah, I've had this one this is I like it. I like this one. It's a port company. One of you two will be able to give me the number off the top of your head. I know you will. Awesome, Stephanie. Can't wait to meet you face to face down there for that. It's super fun, super exciting. It's going to be amazing. Darren, just got done with my ECG. Hopefully get to go home now. We'll have to watch the first half. Ooh. Jeez, Darren. Well, I'm just glad you get to go home, man. Corey wins everything. You're the luckiest guy ever. Corey wins the ultimate prize. Me. So I'm just saying that she is pretty lucky because she has me. No, there's no way in hell I could run this business without her. Shipping, logistics, all the packaging, all that glamorous stuff that everybody loves to do. That's what I have a Corey for. It's amazing. She does a phenomenal job at it. And even if she wasn't here, I would say that. She knows that. I'm very appreciative of her. And, that's why we're able to do the things that we do. All right. Other news and notes. Tomorrow is first of the month. So if you are an OSG member, then remember there is office hours tomorrow night at 6 p.m. There is also Q&A with TNA at 5 p.m. Now, that one might be just a Q&A with A, because I don't know what's going on with my technician. Our technician is going to be here for it. But if I'm caught up in training or stuff with that, I'm not sure if I'm able to make it. So I got to make sure that Aaron takes care of it from there. If not, but I'm almost positive we'll be good for that. And then we've got the 6 o'clock open office hours as well. We do that the first of every month at 6 p.m. Central. So we've got those two things going on tomorrow. We also have morning mindset tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., which is always fun. We haven't had one since Friday because yesterday was a holiday. So we'll be back in the mix of it tomorrow, which is super exciting. Okay. So without further ado, I think I'm going to do a little screen share, and then I'm going to walk you through how I cut this. Super simple, super easy. We're going to bring up share screen. I need to bring up this screen here, and there it is. Okay. So add the stream. Oh, look. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to cut this logo. Totally fun logo. Why? It's my logo. So we're going to cut this one. I had two of them in here because I have two different sizes. If we're going to do one for kids and one for an adult. This material is only 15 inches wide. So you got to remember that when you're setting up, laying out for logos, laying out for designs. I always try and make two to fit to a side, but this being 15, that means 7.5-inch logos. I could probably move some stuff around, but that's not going to work on this one. So on this one, the size on is going to be a 10 by 10. Now, I use Corel. And you can see I use Corel X7. I'm old school. I am not. Okay, fine. I'm going to have to break down. I'm going to have to break down and get Corel upgrades sooner or later. But man, it's working. So far, so good. Now from here, I have this little bitty macro. It's called the Design Wizard. This is how this thing has saved me thousands of dollars over the years. Thousands. And you think I'm bullshitting yet, and I'm not. And the reason being is because of all the one-click options. You got to think, if through my design process, this can save me 10 minutes, right? And for us and our overhead, each minute is $2, okay? So if this saves me 10 minutes, that's $20, right? Now, if that saves me, just 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, it's $20 a day times 5 days. That's $100 a week times 52 weeks. You know what? 48 weeks. We're taking vacation. 48 weeks. That's $4,800. That saves me per year if it only saves me 10 minutes a day. So that's why I say, it may seem like sometimes software or things are costly, but hey, see how much time it saves you. Time is that most consuming resource that we have, the most expensive resource that we have. We can't get it back. We can't make up more of it. We can't buy more. So we have to become more efficient. So if we can become more efficient and with our time, then hey, now we get more done. We can get paid more. So like with this, to cut this, it's super simple in the wizard. If you come up here, there's this button called templates, right? Now, when you come down here, you have a couple different options. You have Create templates, you have Magic Rhinestone templates, Magic Vinyl templates, that's what we're going to use. And then it has Magic Multi-Decoration. So if you're doing a vinyl overcut or a stone overcut, and there's stone overcut, there's all this other one. My main one that I use is right here. There's Magic Vinyl templates. Now, when you hover on it, let's see if I can hide this here. When you hover on stuff, down at the bottom, if you look right here, it tells you what those things are and what they do. So if you come here, it says if I right-click, it mirrors. Shift-click adds registration marks. So right-click mirrors, shift-click adds registration marks. So all I have to do is right-click on this, and it's going to create the template for me. I just right-click on this, boom, boom, boom. It's going to do its thing, and let me move it out of the way, and there it did. So it mirrored it, it did everything. So now all I have to do is send it to the cutter. Now, this is going to be super simple, super easy. I select it, and I just go up here, and you hit export, right? I go to export, and you see I have what I can send it to. If I want to send it to my GCC, if I want to send it to Cameo, if I want to send it to Roland, if I want to send it to GraphTech, I just got to check the box. Now, if you have a Cameo, you get the Cameo Connect, and I think it's like $30-$40. You can cut straight from Corel into it. You don't need to export. You don't need to import. You don't need to do that. You can do everything straight from in here. So that's where it's super fun and exciting, because now there's no more of save, export, import, open. No, you can just cut straight from it with that. So now all we have to do is hit send to cutter. And that's what it does. It sends it to the cutter. It brings up our screen of what we're going to do here. I've already got this set at 14 inches here. I move my stuff off the corner, like a half inch or so, especially with this one. And then I bring it up here. And then from here, I'm going to hit send. Now, before I do this, I think I'm going to be able to, let me see if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's see if I can go settings, and then I can change this camera to this camera. And there it is. Pull that back a little so they can see. Yeah, okay, you're right there. So see now, and then if I go this one, if I make this one the bigger one, right? If I make this one the bigger one, actually, we're going to hit send here. All I can do is hit send. It'll go from there. It's going to start cutting. It should start cutting. I got to hit send. Oh, no. Hit because of the thing. Roll front edge. You go to front edge. I forgot to set it up after the spider attack. So now after the spider attack, we'll bring it to the front edge, and now it'll start cutting for us. And here it goes. Hey, look, I know that guy. That guy's a shifty little butter. Now, as far as my cut settings on this, does it say, do I have listed right there? I think it's a force of 14, speed of
15, force 16, A2.
What was that?
S15.
So speed of 15, Force of 16 is what I have on
Me
this.
too.
So that's what we're using. So this is the same thing I cut all of my other regular vinyl with. So my regular HTV with, my regular Siser Easyweed is the same that I cut with this. Now this is going to be we're going to show it after it's cut here. This is the lens. So we're going to be able to see what this really looks like. I was super excited to do this, and I thought, what better logo to do this with than with my logo, right? That's going to be cool. You cut stuff with your logo. Because if you're not wearing your logo on stuff, how do you expect people to know what you do, right? Very rarely do you see me without something with one of the companies that we're a part of, whether it's Fat Dad Custom Designs, Fat Dad Wholesale, OSG, Little Monkeys. That is my wardrobe. I always have something with it. And you should too, especially when you're making new products, new things to test out, and you're not 100% sure. Make it with your logo, right? How hard is that to make it with your logo and put it on there and go from there? There we go. We're cutting all of our lines through it here. Whee! It's so fun to watch. Whee! I love it. It just makes me smile and laugh. And now it's cutting a weed box around it. So that is going to be that. Corey should be back here shortly to be able to cut this and weed it. But we're going to stop the screen share, and then we're going to bring this back over to me, and then you should be able to see me, and we should be good to go. All right, you want to pull that off there, set camera up on that one. Because I tried to, like for a half hour beforehand, I tried switching and see if the cameras, and it did the same thing where it dropped it off. And then you want to cut that one for it. Now remember, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 3 of them. We've got what was this one? The purple. Let me grab my handy dandy. Oh, it's not in here. I gotta find the electric, because the electric, I did not. There it is. The electric.
The pearl was.
Pearl was not in there. There it is. Okay, so these colors that we're using are the grape. So we're gonna have the grape that's on there, and then we're gonna have the cherry. So that's the cherry. And then we're doing the silver lens. The silver lens, which is, look at that one. Whoa, that's going to look so badass. All right, so Corey's going to weed that for us. Number 2, if you need a physical copy of stuff, wherever you get your Siser from, now I got the links to our affiliate with 143 Vinyl down in the descriptions. It should be down in the descriptions. If not, we'll make sure that's out of there. But we have the color charts. So you can get the color charts. And if you haven't gotten one of these before, I mean, here's another reason to go to a trade show to see if your vendors have them. But it has all the vinyl samples in it, so you can actually see them. Like, because you can't tell that metallic does that when you're just looking at a computer monitor. You can't tell that the twinkle, if you play the on-off game with the light, twinkles. You know, so getting these is really beneficial to your business if it's something that you do. Because even like the feel, you know, here's the flock. You're able to feel what it feels like. It does have everything with it, so it has them all in there. So I highly recommend you to get one of these color guides, just so you can have the actual feel, the actual look, the actual everything in with that, because it is super, super duper easy to do there. Now I've got to see if we're able to get over to that camera. Before I head over to that camera, questions, comments, concerns, because I'm not sure if I will be able to see your comments. We might have to play. Actually, we might be able to, because what do you say? I just have Corey press. I can just have Corey press, and then I can sit here and look pretty. And then it looks like I have really pretty fingers, because my fingers don't look the greatest today. But we can have her do that. So I'm going to switch over that while she's weeding that. As far as weeding it, weeds just like regular vinyl. You know, Corey says it actually weeds easier than easy weed. So easier than easy weed, this weeds. Say that a few times fast. So there's no big issues there. Everything stayed down because it does have the sticky back. I know on some things that you'll run into that have the static backs, you really got to pay attention to like your fine detail, because if it doesn't have the sticky back, it's not going to stay. That can get frustrating. This does have the sticky back, so you shouldn't have any issues with fine detail. There's not a whole lot of fine detail in it, but I mean, there's a little piece right in there. So You know, not super fine, but it's good that everything is holding on there. Jesse, hello to you. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Now, other things that we got to think of. Oh, things that you would use this on. So I love anytime this is specialty, right? I mean, when you do a cost per dollar when you do, a cost analysis of what this costs versus what, a typical product would cost, your non-specialty items, it's really not a whole lot more, a few pennies when you break it down, but the perceived value on things like this, it's just different. It's just different when you're able to see that. And when we pull this off and you're able to see what it actually looks like, it's, to me, looks more higher end. More high end is the way I should be saying that. So it's going to give that perceived value. It's going to be different. So when you can be different, you can charge more for that. When you can be unique, you can charge more for that. It's not your normal print. So it may be just a few pennies more, but the value in the design that you're going to create, that's just awesome. Let's see how that one looks. Oh, look at that. How sweet is that going to look? Oh, I can't wait to peel that off the carrier. All right, so I'm going to move camera. We're going to let Corey do some pressing. I'm going to see if it will let me do this, and then. All right, Corey. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so as you can see, Corey's pressing, and it says pre-press, so make sure you pre-press, Corey. Which one do you want to do first? Purple. All right. So purple. This is going to be purple. This is going to be Don't Be Jelly. Don't Be Jelly. Pre-press. Here she goes. Look at it. Look into her. Being a good little assistant. She's going to pre-press that. I bet everybody is like, holy moly, look at that go. She's getting better and better at this, working around a camera. I really have to give her props for it because it's tough. It's tough. Move the camera up. Maybe like here. I can come do that. Oh, no.
Hang on, you gotta give it a second.
No, I don't. There, I made that work. Now, how do you measure? How do you line up your shirts? Are you an eyeballer? Are you a measurer? Are you folder? Are you a 3-finger downer? Are you just eyeball? I want to know how you do your shirts. So now with this, the temp on this was 305 degrees. This is going to press for 10 to 15 seconds, and then you can peel this carrier hot or cold. So we're going to see. Let's see. Magic, magic, magic. Ooh, 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 magic. Purple. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, you caught it just right. So now you can see the little shimmer in that, because right there it just looks flat. You don't see a whole lot with it, but look at that when it catches the sun. When it catches the light just right. Ooh, doggy. Oh, that's so awesome. How cool is that? I love that. I love it. Which one do you want to do next? You want to do the cherry one? The cherry.
Oh, I was like,
cherry, that's the cherry one. Ooh, and the feel of it. So I'm feeling the one right now. Super soft.
it does feel thin.
It feels really thin. So I know that's, that you can't feel that in there, but I will show you, I will try and show you, but it feels super thin with it. Stretchability is there. Everything is really legit with it. So I really love it. I love this one. Okay, here she is. She's going to pre-press again. Now, this one that she's using is the Cherry Electric here. And hey, it can't be summer because, no one likes a shady beach, right? No one likes a shady beach. And the pun in that is just great. Man, I really love how this works. Okay, so there we go. We're putting that in there. We're pressing at 305 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. That is after we cut it in reverse and weeded when we pre-press the garment for 2 to 3 seconds. Once this pops up, we will peel this hot. But you can peel cold if you want. And by magic, oof, look at that. Man, that is legit. I'm telling you, cameras are not doing this stuff justice. Ooh, baby. That, my friends, Woo-hoo-hoo. I love that. I love it. I love it. I might have to get. I'm definitely gonna have to make one of these myself because nobody likes a shady beach, and I could definitely rock that. So we'll show that. So the last one that we're gonna do is going to be in the lens, the silver lens electric. You talk about some to me some high end material. Something. The first thought that came to my mind on this was anything to do with motorsports. So there's a silver lens and a gold lens. The gold lens, first thought, was anything firefighter related. Silver lens, when anything automotive, you see a lot of that with the brush silver. I think this is going to look really cool with it. Solid logos. That's why we're doing my logo with it here. But mixed media with it as well, because hey, how sweet is this going to look on that? Oof, man. Woo. And those measuring tools that are called her eyes and her hands seem to be working just fine by me. You tell me, how are you measuring? All right. Remember, this stuff presses at 305 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. You go ahead and apply it after you've cut it in reverse and weeded the excess, preheated the garment for 2 to 3 seconds. And once this is done pressing here in just a matter of a few seconds, we're going to peel that carrier hot. You can peel this cold if you'd like, but we're peeling hot. That is right here. Oof. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It looks awesome from where I'm sitting. Oh, I'm totally stealing that shirt. I'm going to wear a V-neck and wear that. I'm just going to steal it. Oh, that is awesome. All right, she's going to send me over the stuff. I'm going to switch back to the other camera. And she's throwing stuff at me, folks. She's throwing stuff at me. All right. So I don't know how well you can see on that camera, but there. Let's see if I can get it a little in the shade. Oh, look at that. Now that, my friends, is some coolness. Maybe you can't hear me. That's what I used to look like when I had hair. Let's see. Shake my hair out. This is me. This is me 15 years ago. 15 years ago, this was caricature. Do I still look the same?
Minus the spikies.
Do I still look the same? The spikies. These, see, I still got a few. I still had them there, but that was me. That was me. Look, that's where it came from. Hey, look at that smiling guy. So this stuff, oof. Look at that. Golly. That lens on that is so damn cool. I mean, if you want some specialty stuff, that, my friends, is the ticket. That, you can do some really nice stuff with that. Woo-wee. All right. The other ones. Shady Beach. Shady Beach. Look at that one. And like I said, it's super soft. It's super soft. You can see that there's not a bunch of raisins with it. It's really thin. It does have that feel to it. You are going to feel it a little, but overall, if I can get my hand out of the neck, you can see it from there. What the hell am I doing? Nothing there. Am I holding it right? What the hell am I doing there? What is going on? Okay, there. I had it all goofy.
You need the seams.
I had the seams, and I'm like, what is going on with this? There we go. Much better. No one likes a shady beach. And you can see that's got a good shine to that. Ooh, man, I really like that. I might have to steal that one too, because I really like the color on it. You can see that. There you go. You can see it flicker through there. Very nice, very nice. And this was the cherry. See, electric cherry is what this was right there. Jen, that's right there. Live by my life by this. Looks good is good enough. I'm there. I use these. I see so many people that use alignment tools. And when I first started, I did that. I had the T-square it. And man, talk about some time. Some time it took to do that. And time, like I said, is our most valuable thing. And so when we were spending next to 2 or 3 minutes per shirt, it just wasn't there. And especially when you start really looking at name brand items and you see how wonky their stuff is. If you ever had to do an Adidas logo on one side and match up a logo on the other and you realize how off that is, and you're like, well, to make mine look right, I have to do it. Otherwise, your shirt's going to look weird. I mean, there's a lot of things with that where it's just on and off. So does it have to be perfect? No, it is perfect. Consistent? Yes, stay consistent with it. Can it be way off? Absolutely. But choose your eyes. Use your eyes. Your eyes will tell you if something's way off or not. And then finally, this was the grape. And this, I really love this. Let me kick that off there. Oh, let me flip that back. Oh, look at that. Don't be jelly. And that's the grape. Ooh, you see how it goes from there? Man, that is some cool stuff right there. I love it. I love it. So, Siser Easyweed Electric. I think I found a new fun product for me. It's not that I haven't used it before. I haven't really like, oh, I should do this. It's one of those where I don't think about it enough. There's other stuff that we're doing, and since we got that samples, I'm like, here, let's go through this and see what some of these things are and how we can use them. And to me, man, it's been great. Like that one, that is something that is definitely added. I'm looking at this purple, this grape, and I already know one of our dance studios that this color is going to look amazing for. And so that's like sometimes you just have to get the samples. When you order up your vinyl, just order up, a foot or so of each. That way you have it. Every time you order, add, spend another $10 and order, a color line, just so you can have it in there. Get the samples, do something so that way you can see what you have access to and be able to use, because there's a lot of things that are available for it. Patty says, measuring placement. Always thread onto the platen so the neck is to me, and I only press on one layer. I have a formula for distance from the bottom neck seam based on size. Yes, I am a screen printer, so I adjust up or down 0.25 for each size. For V-necks, it depends how deep the V. Fun designs for that HTV, but I can usually eyeball it after the first few. That's right. Because from the screen printer side, you're threading everything on. So I totally get that, and it's totally the same. You thread on, it ends up in the same spot. That's why a lot of people thread. My brain hurts when I have to thread. It makes me nervous or something. And yes, I have messed up plenty when we go to hoodies, because I'll thread hoodies on so you don't have all that big bulky stuff pressed to the front. I'll thread those on. And there's been times through runs where I'll go ahead and I've messed up and did it, pressed one the wrong way, not thinking about it, which is why I traditionally try and do all the hoodies first, because I have to go that with it. My brain doesn't go the other way, and so I can get right into it. But great tips there, Patty. Like that, 25 inches, 0.25 down for each size. So good there. What are your tips? What else? Tell me, how do you guys measure? They said, Patty gave hers there. Are you using something to do with with some kind of the measuring tools, the laser alignment? Are you doing something where are you doing the 3 fingers down, the 4 fingers down? Because Corey, can I use your hand real quick? I got a hand model. We're gonna compare something. We're gonna compare something. I need your hand. So there's Corey's 4 fingers. There's my 4 fingers. See, there's an extra finger down here. So when you say, hey, it's 3 fingers down to 4 fingers down, whose fingers, right? And there's times, when like this, this is straight, but because I'm sitting whatever, it looks a little wonky. It's straight. It's not. And there's other ones that say, you go from armpit to armpit, right? That's where you put it at. And a lot of times that puts it right here on the belly. I know we've all seen that when something is way far down. And that's why your eyes are the best thing, Having stuff sometimes way far down, it looks really odd to me. So I try and stay up in this area-ish, because this, is 4 down from here. It's not 3. Because if it's 3, it'd be like way up here, right? So it depends on the shirt. It depends on everything. You got to go, what's going to look good and what's going to look comfortable. To me, this looks good. So that's what I go with. I don't think anybody would complain about this placement. If you did, make it yourself. That's what I'm saying. Make it yourself. That's right. Patty, I absolutely cherish your advice. I love all of your expertise. Patty is a wealth of knowledge. Patty makes me want to screen print. Just saying. She doesn't know that, but she makes me want to screen print. I saw somebody else screen print yesterday, and I watched it for like 45 minutes. I was getting ready. Had some meat marinating or chicken. I had chicken marinating and that. And so I was like, here, I'll put this on while I'm doing stuff. And I think they got a 6.4, maybe 6. I don't know. I have to count again. But man, It was so awesome. It was so awesome to watch. If Terry's still here, is Terry in here? Terry was here. If Terry's in here, Terry, what press does he have? Because what was that? What was that he do? That's what I need. I need screen printing in my life. I don't. I really don't. I just want to do it just to have fun with it. It's kind of like embroidery. Like I have an embroiderer that does amazing embroidery. I don't need an embroidery machine at all, but I want to know how it works. I want to know how to do it. I want to understand the process. And that's why I think I want one of everything with that. I'm curious, what is the formula that Patty uses right here? This one here, which formula? Oh, which formula? I have a formula from distance from the bottom of the neck based on seam. So I just up or down. Yeah, Patty, what's your formula on that? Now, I know a lot of screen printers that I've seen where on that platen, they have it marked out there. Here's where stuff goes. So when they put the shirt down, they just know where it is on that platen. So that way they get that in there, So they got the straight line down here and the lines at the top, and that's where they'll bring up the neckline to where it's at, and then bring it over to lines here. There's screen printing is an art just as much as everything else, and you have to know. Just like that, you have to know how your equipment works, and that's why I want to know, man. I want to know. There he is. Betty, 3-inch post-it notes for the wins. Up and down from there. 3-inch post-it notes. There you go. 3-inch post-it notes. Jennifer, thankful bodies are not straight, but hope my left chest designs work with everyone's boobs. I know. There's times, I think we've all done that, where we've put a design where it should be. Maybe somebody was bustier, and that design is now over here. Hey, I can't fix that. I don't, it just sometimes all bodies are not the same. And that's why sometimes, like for me, if I'm setting up for a left chest, I'm basically down about, what am I, down 7? Down 7 over 4 from the center. So I'm down 7, so I come down from the neckline here and down 7 and then 4. And that's my general areas where I'm at for it. Now, depending on that design, as it can move up or down, very rarely does it move left. And that's center. So if I have a 4-inch one, I'm not going 4 inches over here. That's center. That's my center point, is that 7-4 is where I'm at from there. And then from that, then I can adjust based on the logo itself. If it's a taller logo, it might move up some. If it's a smaller logo, wider logo, then it's going to move left or right more. But that is how I break out my measurements there. Hubby is a screen printer, graphic artist for 32 years. He prints on a manual that he's had since the beginning of his journey. He gets the supplies from me with no discount. Terry, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not discounting anything to Corey anymore. I'm not. She's going to pay full retail for everything, and she is rolling her eyes. And I say, when she gets that invoice, say, hey, Terry does it. Terry does it. I'm going to start doing it too. Oh, you want this today? Rush fee. 100% rush fee. Corey has now just become a regular customer. She has become a regular customer that oftentimes drops projects on me at the last minute and needs something right now. So guess what? She is now getting those rush fees. Invoice it over. Rush fees. Get to the back of the line. Stop being a cutter. Just because you live with me doesn't give you special treatment. And I'm going to say, hey, Terry does it. Terry does it. I'm doing that there. Hey, we at the same table. Terry, we do too. We just had lunch like an hour ago, at 4:00 in the afternoon, because it's been a long day and we knew we had stuff to do. And in the summertime, we probably eat lunch later, and dinner isn't sometimes till 10 o'clock at night because it's hot. I don't want to be outside cooking. But yes, with us, with multiple companies, because Corey does have Little Monkey's Craft Company. I have Fat Dad. And then we have, Fat Dad Wholesale, Fat Dad Custom Design. So retail wholesale side of it. And then our success group with Aaron. So yeah, Little Monkeys is now, that's it. Renee, be careful. You need to sleep at some point. Come on, Renee. She goes to sleep before me, and I get up before her. Although I have not slept, if we know me, I have not slept well a lot recently. I just don't in general. And last night, I was cashing in and out on the couch. I could feel myself. I think I woke myself up snoring, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. So, yeah, I need to sleep at some point. I just got to bank on the fact that I'm gonna sleep after her and get up before her. That's what we're gonna bank on. No, Melanie. Listen, hey, Terry does it. I'm doing it. She's getting billed for everything, full retail price. If she wants to use a coupon, she's gonna use one just like everyone else. She doesn't like it, learn to use the equipment. There is customers that she's no better than any of the other customers, right? Let me hear it. Let me hear somebody say it. Let me hear somebody say it so then I don't feel bad. She's over there chuckling away. She knows better. Having a happy wife is a way to a happy life. Eric, have you understood how much she's traveled this year? If she is not happy, she can find another sugar daddy to do that with. I will send her your way, and she will gladly take care of that as long as you send her on 4 or 5 trips a year. Got a deal? It's not. It doesn't snow there. It doesn't snow there in Canada. It doesn't snow in Canada. I can see in some parts, but not where Eric is. I don't think it snows a lot. I'll send you up there to British Columbia. You won't be too far from the miners. So they're up in that neck of the woods. And
it snows there.
Angie. Yeah, so
it snows there. Both those places.
A whole lot. It doesn't snow much where you are, Eric, does it? It mostly rains. Okay, so that's what we did. We talked Siser Electric tonight. Now, other stuff. What else do we have in there? We've got some flock, right? I'm thinking, what else in the Siser bundles? Was there flock up there? I was a reflective. We didn't get the reflective. We got the sparkle because we already did the sparkle. We did sparkle print, or we did sparkle print. We did the sparkle. Sparkle print was last week. Sparkle was there. Holographic. We'll go through them and I'll see what else we have. And then we got brick. We got printable brick. So we're going to be working on a few projects for that I want to see. Look at that. Eric says he's really happy to be single. My man, Eric. My man. See? Terry says her hubby charges full price for printing my company shirts. Thank you, Terry. And you guys have been together how long? So happy life, happy business. Terry's advice. I'm going to send her an invoice, and in the notes section it says Terry said so. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send her invoices on all of it and says Terry said so. So thank you for that. 23 years. So Corey and I have been together 12, maybe, since 2012. So 10 years. 10 years officially we've been together. But I've been the apple of her eye since 1993.
Oh, Lord.
I ran. I was a runner. In high school, and I ran. And as I got fatter, she finally caught me.
Oh my God,
she threw out that tamale, and I stopped. I'm like, tamales? Woo! Who is this hot chick? I remember her. Yeah, she's got tamales. She's got tamales for days, yo. She can hook me up. So then she captured me. Hasn't let me go since, so it's going to be worked out pretty good. Yes, Eric says that they have had less than 10 days of snow locally over the winter. So less than 10 days of snow. Yeah, we'll get times where there's 10 days in a row of snow. And Terry said no homicides yet. Well, there hasn't been any here yet either. I am anticipating keeping it that way. Which
I don't know about that, Molly.
No, you killing me.
Oh. That's like New York City.
No.
That's pretty good.
No, there's been homicides. I think every town has homicides. I think every metro area, because our metro area is about 500,000 people, I think, in the metro area between the 5 big cities and then the boroughs. I don't know if we call them boroughs. What the hell do we call those? Ancillaries? I don't know. And then it depends how far you want to go and consider it part of your metro area. If you want to go 45 minutes, then we've got Iowa City and Kewanee, and yeah, and then from there, another 45 minutes, you're on the outskirts of Chicago. So yeah, no homicides yet here either. All right, so we've got other stuff we're going to work on. Who was it here? I did think I said the printable brick. You know what? Soon. If it all goes well with the DTF this week, then I'm hoping Tuesday we're gonna do a little DTF recap on things, show how to press those, how to do that, because then they said everything will be fully 100% printing out of here all the time. I'm super excited about that. I'm glad our print partner has been really good to help us out. We were using 2, 1 kind of flaked out on us, and we're finding some issues that may have happened with their print stuff. And you know what we do? We just fix them. We just, hey, we're getting new ones. That's what we do. If there's a mistake in the printing, if something isn't working, if something isn't right, and we know that it's something that's there. And even on that, I don't know. It could be anything. Here, let's just get them back out to them, make them work right. But once everything is back fully in house, then I have a lot more control over environment, what's happening with things like that. So it'll be a lot better there. Plus, then Little Monkeys is going to start having sales. We're going to start having release parties. Like, does anybody do that? But we're going to start doing the pattern drop, not the pattern drops, the design drops, bundles. We'll figure out the name for it, but there'll do those once a week, so that way we'll be able to have bundles of transfers to go out. Now graduation's over, so that's there. We'll probably be back to school designs, maybe some fourth, if we can bang this out, put everything together quickly, because we want to be at least 2 months ahead of holidays, so that way there's plenty of time for you guys to get stuff. So with us now in June, we're July, August, we're back to school stuff. So we're football, we're our springs or our fall sports. That's what we're looking at. So there may be some summer stuff, some things in there, but I'd really like to be 2 months ahead of things when we're dropping those on it, because it does us no good to say, hey, we drop, like last Tuesday or even 2 Tuesdays ago, drop Memorial Day things, because that doesn't give you a whole lot of time to get out there and sell it. So I need to at least be 4 weeks ahead. So that way, hey, here's what we're doing for it. What's going on? You can get it. You can get it. You can offer it to your customers. You can do that stuff. We can do mock-ups. We can do all of that for you. Because I think DTF transfers can really change the way you do your business. One, offer full color in low quantities, full color in high quantities. You don't need to order 1,000 of something or 200 of something or even 50 of something. You just want to do a dozen of something, we're able to help out on that. So it really adds to the business on it. It opens up more. You don't have to weed, and that's a plus there. And even with DTF transfers, there's still, HTV is not going anywhere, folks. I don't care what printing process you use. There is always something else that you can use as well. HTV, I feel, is great in single color things, right? Specialty materials. This is where stuff like this is killer in the specialty materials, because you're not printing that DTF, right? You're just not going to. You're not going to print that as a white toner. Now, where did white toner come in? Because that, I think, is going to be here in the next 2 weeks. So that's going to be a Tuesday with Todd as we talk white toner. That is going to fill in those individual things. Now, with our 24-inch wide printer, it basically needs 10 square feet to print 1 foot of transfer, because you've got the lead and you've got the tail. So just to print one transfer, not good. It's not great for that. That's why we put everything together, load it up, print all at once. But if we just want to do one, that's where white toner is going to come in. White toner is going to feel the need for that. It's going to fill it for white on clear. So things like our water slides and our small decals, things like that, is where white toner is really going to come in handy for us at. And then those will be another thing that we'll offer for you. HTV, the other place, is on solid stuff like this. It's just as easy to do a solid single color on this and weed it and press it as it is to go through the DTF process. Names and numbers, HTV is perfect for that. So there is no, to me, perfect process. When you get up into your higher amounts, it's where you figure out what works for you. Screen printing is going to kill it on your pricing for those larger orders. It's not going anywhere. When somebody said DTF is going to kill screen printing, shut your mouth. It's not. It's just not going to happen. DTF is going to kill DTG. It's not. Shut your mouth. It's not going to happen, because DTF has its limitations. DTF is an ink printed on a film. You're adding a powder to that, so that way now it becomes a transfer. Well, what happens when you put that in there? Now you can't do those slight gradients, right? Or those fade outs. So I can't have something just fade away into nothing with a shirt, because it needs adhesive to do that. So it's not going to. Now you can do half tones and try and make all that work with it, but you're not going to get that. You're also still going to have a feel with it. DTG holds that advantage where you're not really going to have a feel on it. It's super soft. You can do the fade outs on it. So DTF isn't killing DTG either, folks. There's a reason that all these processes have been around for so long, and DTF is just another one of the arsenal. Now, we know we have a good amount of screen printers that we do work with that are $1 million companies, and we do DTF prints for them. Why? They have their minimum set for what they need to make this job make money. for anything less than that. Before they weren't doing it. Now they just can order transfers for it. So if they only have something, they open up a team store and it only sold 15 pieces and there's 3 logos on it. It's a lot easier just to send and order transfers than it is for them to try and set everything up for those minimal pieces. The other thing too is, yes, they could bring it in-house, but why? The amount of investment that they have to make. And then when they bring it in-house, they also have to train somebody. Now they have to pay somebody to do it all. That's money too, right? That's why if a machine isn't doing $100,000 a year for you, you probably don't need it, because that's how much an employee is going to cost you. That's how much the insurance is going to cost you. That's how much the materials, that's what everything roughly for each piece of machinery you have, it should bring in $100,000 in sales to cover itself, cover employee, cover everything with it. If it's not doing that, you don't need it yet, because once you bring it in, you need somebody to run it, and it's going to take it out from there. Just like you have hammers, chisels, screwdrivers, wrenches, saws, just another tool. Absolutely correct. And all of those tools are nothing without the knowledge behind it. So that's where it really comes in. Great podcast, Corey and Todd. I have to take Gunner, the dog, for a walk. Awesome. He is going to be 13 in September. Still very active. Our little pit boxer mix is, we think, 12 or 13. We've been together 10 years. We got her right when we got together. She was 2 when we got her, and she is definitely turning gray in her face. But the last year, she has found out she could bark because the puppies bark. So she's found her voice after 10 years with us, and it is not a fun voice at all. Gunner is a Weimaraner?
Weimaraner.
Weimaraner. What the hell's Weimaraner?
He enjoys dogs.
Oh, okay.
He was a Wiesla, but
I was thinking of wiener mixed with something. I'm like, what is this crazy concoction here? All right. So tomorrow morning, if you like this content, hey, guess what? Like and subscribe. Get the notifications when those come up. Those, this is what helps keep us doing this. When people are able to see more of us, then other people are like, hey, we'd love to help you out and be a part of this. So once again, thank you to Siser for providing us with this amazing material that we can use on this. Siser has a great line of products, from everything from just solid color stuff to specialty stuff, along with HTV. Don't forget that they also have the PSV too, which is the pressure sensitive vinyl. So great mix of products from our friends over at Siser. We'll definitely be adding this to our mix as well. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. in the Central Standard Time, we will have Morning Mindset. Can't wait to see you for that. It's going to be a good day tomorrow, because we're getting the machine fixed, crossing our fingers. Until then, you guys have a great night, and we will see you on the next show. See you guys. Not now. It didn't. I hit the wrong damn button. Now I hit the right button. See you guys.